Ladies and gentlemen, I send my best wishes to the Commission on Narcotic Drugs. Current efforts have fallen short of the goal to eliminate the illicit drugs market. With the UN General Assembly Special Session Consensus as our blueprint, we can promote efforts to stop organized crime while protecting human rights, enabling development, and ensuring rights-based treatment and support. Together, we have an opportunity to chart a better and balanced path for decades to come.
Every year, more than about 1,500 participants from over more than 100 countries worldwide are taking part at United Nations Conference on Drugs and Crime in Vienna, amongst them state presidents, heads of governments, chairmen and members of numerous international organizations, but also many young people representing their home countries within at the annual Youth Forum. Their mission is to exchange ideas on drug use prevention and the promotion of healthy living. According to the UNODC World Drug Report, 250 million people take illegal drugs, 250,000 lose their lives due to direct or indirect causes of substance abuse annually. The cost of drug-related crimes and treatment of drug abusers are estimated to exceed $700 billion a year.
WHO's vision is that everyone, regardless of who they are or where they live, should be able to access the quality care they need to live a healthy and productive life.
The use of drugs, of psychoactive drugs and narcotic substances is dangerous for everyone when it is not done for medical purposes. They are particularly dangerous for young people, particularly what we call the developmental age.
Well, we consider this conference to be a really important one. In particular because the international global drug policy has a little bit changed its focus. Using all means you have to fight a war against the drugs to the human beings. Punishment is not the right answer for those who need help.
This is a problem that is developing permanently. We see new drugs, new substances coming up, more dangerous ones. So this has to be followed. And for the EU, I mean, it's a very important issue.
The question of drug, I think that what is important, it must be addressed by international community. So that the question is unite efforts, unite and being addressed from the perspective of regional organizations, the different stakeholders, the different countries, and working together.
The latest measures are related to these activities in schools, because this is something that where we need to educate young people about the consequences of drug abuse, and if they don't understand what are the potential consequences, the pressure on young people is very strong, so in order to resist, they need to be aware of.
It is a question of happiness. People's happiness is undermined and damaged by drugs. And it is also the question of international stability. So we have all the reason to tackle this issue.
According to the United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF, about 1.2 billion adolescents live on our planet, which are almost 16% of the world's population. To protect them from drug abuse, the UNODC Youth Initiative was launched, with the aim to support youth globally, more specifically, to help them recognize the threats and hazards of drug abuse at an early stage, and to promote healthy and sustainable lifestyles among their peers. In Vienna, committed young people from more than 60 countries worldwide joined the Youth Initiative workshops on youth engagement in policy-making processes and drafting of the statement to be delivered to the delegates in the plenary session.
The Youth Initiative is a program of the UNODC, and it's sponsored, of course, by the Military Order of Malta, to give youth a voice and a platform for being able to engage in drug policy and improving prevention initiatives.
The Sovereign Order of Malta is one of the oldest humanitarian entity, 950 years old. We help to all people in the world that need us. Our generation is responsible for the healthy and sustainable future for the next generation.
The main drug problems in our country is like even the youth, the young children's, maybe from the age of 10 itself, they're using tobaccos. I saw them using tobaccos. They smoke cigarettes, and also I think that's really bad for them.
They mostly use cocaine and then cat. Those are the common ones, and because they are cheap, and also girls are engaged into transporting drugs, so especially in the slums where I come from.
According to the NCDA, we are doing a survey in schools where we go around and we mentor children, and we find out that these kids, they smoke a lot of ganja because they are stressed, because some of the boys do it because they have no father figure around them. They do it to feel good, and also because of societal norms.
The reason I am here is to make a change in the world by starting in my society, because us as youth, we are the future leaders.
I think it's really important to cooperate, all countries together, to find the best solutions to solve the big problems we have with drug and substance use in the world today.
We could cooperate with each other, and it could help to addict people.
Real life of real people, especially young people, because whatever we're doing here is to support your future, especially that your discussions, your insight is highly important and relevant to all of us, to prevent the drug use, to move to a healthy future for yourself and hopefully your children.
With the most very important help of several countries and the permanent mission of the Sovereign Order of Malta to the UN in Vienna, the UNODC Youth Initiative has reached millions of young people globally in 90 countries on all continents. They all want to show, they all want to verify. It is possible to find ways out of drug abuse and crime. Investing in the safe and healthy development of young people is investing in a sustainable future for all of us.
Challenge the past and change the future.